Good morning. I hope everybody is feeling well today and that you've drank your water and done some stretching and that you had a really restful sleep. Sheldon's always my first one on here. Hi, Sheldon. Look, I got your mug going again. And yeah, it's coffee today. I already had my tea. Hi, Patsy. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Ooh, this is exciting. Hi, Lenny. Okay, so I don't really totally know what we're doing today, but that's good. My kid, actually my alarm woke me up last night, so there's probably something with that. It would not stop beeping. My house alarm was going off. Me, 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 me. So I didn't sleep very well last night. Oh, look, who it is? Sparkle Paws makes an appearance. So I was hoping that he would make an appearance today without me having to bribe him with treats. So there he is. Okay, so he's giving you the typical bodhisattva rub my butt pose. You want your butt scratch? Yeah? Can you say hi over here? Hi! So this is the Sparkle Paws. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I wrote a children's book in 2014 and I'm in the process of finding a literary agent to get it into publishers right now. And he is the inspiration, Bodhisattva is the inspiration for, I might have already said that, he's Sparkle Paws. So he does this where he kind of like, he's aloof a little bit. Anyways, so good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so last night when I was awake, because my alarm was going off, and then my child ended up in my room because he was sick, and in my bed, which was really nice. My Maddie is 15 years old, and he's the sweetest thing. And he comes upstairs, and I said, "You okay?" And he said, "No, I threw up." I'm like, "Buddy, do you want to come climb into bed with me?" And he is like, he curls up by my feet like a dog. And if any of you have seen pictures of him, he's got this long, crazy, curly hair. And I said, but no, just here, come get into the covers. So he curled up with me. So I had a snuggle buddy last night for part of the night, which was really sweet. And it's sweet that he'll still do that with me. And he's 15 and a half years old. So I really love my boys. Good morning, everyone. Oh, Ashlyn, do you have a Bodhi too? It's such a great name. Oh, and something that you guys probably don't know about Bodhi, unless you've been following me for a while, is that I found out a year after we got him that his birthday, we named him Bodhisattva when we got him. And I was doing research for my book a year later, and he was born on Bodhi Day. There's alignment right there. So the day that Buddha reached enlightenment under the Bodhi tree was his birthday. Can't make this shit up. Oh, Alistair, oh my gosh, hi. Look at all of you beautiful people joining. Okay, so the question that comes in today that I want you to think about between now and tomorrow is, and you might already have the answer for it, and you can write your comments. I always point the wrong way because over there or down there. What does alignment mean to you? Okay, and if you want to be a little bit more interactive on the post, I don't really look at a lot of it while I'm doing it, but I can. It just means the video will be longer. So, but if you want to put that in the comments, that would be really cool, because part of the reason why I want to do these alignments is to align us with one another. And I'm big on connecting people. It's part of the reason why I run this healing sanctuary and hold gatherings here, because it's really important for us to develop community and connect with one another. And you know, I mean, some of the people that I'm seeing on here, I know, gosh, Alistair, I've known you for a really long time. And some of the other people that are on here, we can feel very lonely sometimes. And it's so important to remember that we don't have to do this alone. We're not alone. And let's make sure that we're reaching out and connecting and asking for help and asking for our friends to sit with us and hold space. And it can be somebody that you hardly know, but you feel that connection with, and someone who's open-hearted. That's important. So again, I don't know where we're going with this today, but thank you everyone for joining. Okay, So last night when I was thinking about this, and I can't remember what I put in my post now. Oh, I know. Yes. Okay. So I think right now there's a lot of things that are coming up in the collective that are, the shadow aspects. And for those of us who haven't been doing our shadow work for a long time, I started my shadow work in 2014. It's kind of, all these terms have become a little bit trendy, but this is something that we've known about for a very long time. I've been doing that stridently since a long time ago. So I feel like for the most part, I'm through the roughest, the dark nights of the soul. Some of you may be in the dark nights of the soul right now. It's not one night, okay? So that they talk about the dark night of the soul. Well, that happens over and over and over again. At least that was my experience anyway. So, and those times can be very, very trying and almost too much. So again, if you are going through that type of deep, gritty, painful despair and oh gosh, you almost feel like you're completely lost, and sometimes you feel disconnected too, and that's where this alignment practice will really help. It's so important to reach out, and I know I'm seeing people on here that have reached out to me, and I'm very, very grateful for that, because sometimes in the moments that you have reached out to me for help, I've needed that. It helps me to be in my purpose, and my purpose is to be here to love you, love myself first, okay? Because if I don't love myself, then I can't love anyone else in integrity. So that's been a long walk. Anyway, so for those of you who are, we all have shadow. We all have pain and suffering that we've accumulated over lifetimes and in this lifetime. So today, what I would like us to do together, because I have some grieving and sorrow that's kind of a permanent resident in here, and that's okay. It's okay. It's part of what makes us beautiful. If we were all just light and sunshine and unicorn farts all the time, we'd be a little boring, I like the challenge of the shadow. It's not bad. It is not negative. It is challenging, and it is sometimes really, really uncomfortable, but it's okay. It's a catalyst for growth and evolution and beauty. And we are so beautiful no matter what. Okay. So what I would like to do together is breathe in. I'm going to watch what's happening here on my screen. Normally I would close my eyes, but if you feel more comfortable closing your eyes, because sometimes the visuals are a little bit more vibrant in your inner sight. And the inner sight is so powerful. It's the power of your imagination is something that we're remembering, okay? The power of that childlike wonder and how we can access things in the unified field when we're in a state of curiosity, okay? So let's be curious, okay? So if you can take 3 long, deep breaths. First, what we're going to do, okay? I missed a step, okay? So let's ground in. Okay, align and fully embody. We'll do this all in one step. Big, long, deep breath all the way down to your root chakra. Okay, and for those of you who don't know what your root chakra is, it's where your legs meet your body. Okay, that's your root chakra. Okay, and imagine anchoring down into the core of the earth, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, I am fully aligned and embodied. Okay, and that feels good for me today. I wasn't all scattered out today because I wasn't racing around chasing doggo or helping doggo. So, okay, so give yourself a minute with 3 breaths. 3 long, deep breaths, 5 count in, 5 count out. And really embody that feeling of, yummy. So think of something that brings you to that place of And in my training, we call this dropping into the field of the heart. That's matrix energetics with, I give a little shout out to Dr. Richard Bartlett and Melissa Joy, who are 2 of my mentors. That's where I'm going into gratitude. Oh, I'm gonna cry. They were my first true teachers for quantum healing, basically. And they don't even call it healing. It's like a technology. I don't. They call it all kinds of different things, but we don't like to limit it in a box, because then it can't be as expansive as it would be if we just say we're just curious and open. Okay, so now everybody should be in your heart center. I'm feeling a little tightness here, but it actually feels like butterflies and an opening as opposed to a constriction. So that's good, because I have been guarding my heart for a bit, and I'm sure that a lot of you can relate to that. And it's, sometimes it's necessary to guard our heart in order to feel okay, and that's okay. But ultimately, ideally, we will be, yes, mature and grown, but we will be able to live in this world in that state of childlike wonder and joy. And why we push that away? There's like, oh, I'm too happy. I had that programming for a really long time. My happiness irritates other people. No. Okay. So what I would like everybody to do is to breathe into your bodies. Okay. And remember that your body is yes, you have your physical body that seems to be solid matter, but you also have your energetic field that is a part of your body, mind, spirit. Okay. Your etheric body. Apparently I need pixie spray because I just knocked it over. Okay, so we're going to bring you guys into the frequency of Pixie's potions. Purity. So breathe in. I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to send it. That woman makes magical stuff. Okay, so when we breathe into our body now, what we're going to notice in our field in our body, okay, are there any places where we notice in our mind's eye that it looks dark and sticky and almost kind of tar-like or smoky? So really breathe into your field and look for those places, and it might be your whole field. And remember that now, now like any other time, anything that we're feeling in our field that is that, more shadowy kind of stuff is ours, and it is also ours. It's collective. And there is a lot of stuff in the collective that's coming up, because as we raise our frequency and vibration into more of a state of childlike wonder and joy, then the other stuff, as per universal law, is just trying to catch up. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with some more shadow aspects in the collective, and it's our job as people who are aware, because if you weren't aware, you wouldn't be watching, and maybe this is how you're becoming aware, that it's our job to transmute and neutralize those energies that are coming in as that more uncomfortable stuff. Okay, it's not bad, it's just not comfortable. Okay, when we can learn to see the beauty in all things, this is the key, and we'll talk more about that in another video. So you should have an idea. If you don't, it's okay, but if you have an idea of what's happening in your field, if there's anything that's dark and dingy and kind of doesn't look vibrant, doesn't look lively, just breathe whatever color of light comes to you, because light is a frequency. I'm going to give you a tone. Breathe into that. Breathe light into your whole field. I usually start with my heart center and breathe that out. And imagine your entire field, however big it is. It might be as big as your whole room. It might be right here. Maybe you want to make it a little bit bigger. Imagine it about, let's bring our fields into harmony, okay? So imagine it about 2 feet out, maybe 3. Let's go 3 feet out. Okay, so breathe light, whatever color you see, out into your field. Make it really, really bright and vibrant. And then notice that shadowy, sort of smoky stuff is obliterated in the light. Okay, and it doesn't mean we're not going to deal with the processing of the things we need to process, but we can help ourselves feel better. And it's easy. You're really just using your imagination. Okay, that's key. Okay, so I'm going to ring my bowl for you here. So everybody just sit and breathe for me. Oh, hi, Ben. All right, so Ben does sound healing. Ooh. Okay, ready? That might be really loud. Just breathe that in. I am aligned with childlike wonder and with my joy. Hopefully that feels nice for everyone. I feel great personally. Bodhi's passed out. Sometimes I knock people unconscious when I do this stuff. So, oh, that reminds me. It's really, really important while we're doing these alignment practices to not be operating heavy machinery. Do not do this while you're driving your car, okay? You know, you can listen to the video, but don't do the practices while you're driving your car, just in case you go into an altered state, because sometimes when we start moving the energetics, the information in our field, we're recalibrating and it will cause our equilibrium to shift. And I mean, we sometimes knock people over with this, and it's not, you know, there's no mystery to it. It's, I think it can be explained by science, but it's cool to watch though. Putting people in the carpet, that's fun. So yeah, this is more powerful than what you might understand at this point. So hopefully you all feel better. And the messages that I would like to leave you with today are, these are questions I'd like you to ask. Okay, so from that core, from your heart center, your heart-centered awareness, okay, ask the question, 2 questions. What could happen if I could suspend disbelief and just be open? And I'll write that in the comments. What could happen if I could suspend disbelief and just be open? What might I align with? And you have to notice what's showing up. That's key. Okay, you can't walk around your day with blinders on and think that you're going to see the stuff that Spirit's trying to throw in front of you. Okay, so notice what you notice. And then the second question is, what if I could embrace and embody a state of childlike wonder today? What would I notice there? Okay, so what does alignment mean to you? Okay, that's your homework. And then those 2 other questions, and I want to hear feedback. I want to hear feedback about what happens in your day. Call in the magic. It's all right there. Okay, be joyous and in wonder and play. Okay, connect to that place inside of you that just longs to be happy. Okay, we don't need to suffer anymore. And if you need help, I'm here. It's what I do. Okay, so I have openings in my schedule and I'm here to help you. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for your valuable time today. I hope that you have a magical day, and I look forward to a magical day for me as well. I love you all. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, everyone. Bye.